Juan Pablo, you saw Hangover, didn't you?
Repeat that, please.
You saw The Hangover this weekend, right?
Oh, I did.
Well, I did as well. So, let's talk about that, shall we?
Okay. Let's try to...
All right. Yeah, give your impression first. I'm going to try to see if I can't.
I gotta say, even though like a lot of the stuff that happened was crazy and highly unlikely, it still felt oddly real to me. Like that's what would happen in a bachelor party where they took roofies. You know, it all seemed like it was within the realm of possibility. And like none of it. I mean, it all like startled me and made me laugh, but none of it surprised me. Not even the tiger. Like it was just.
Well,
I mean,
the tiger was in the trailers
so well. Like, I had never seen the trailers before I went and watched the movie.
Who did you go see it with?
I'm sorry?
Who did you go see it with?
I saw it with Katie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we both loved it.
All right, so
what do you keep rubbing the microphone here?
I just assumed he was like on his nose or something. All right, so we have.
Well, what exactly?
So I'll give
Juan Pablo's Pizza Corner. What's it about?
Well, that's the thing. It was just kind of. I was just taking things that I thought were interesting, but I mean.
Well, I just think people would appreciate knowing what they're listening to, you know.
Yeah. Well, I'll get working on that.
Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Yeah, I think the Hangover.
Staying with
right now.
Yeah, staying with the Hangover. We have. Give a quick synopsis. There's these four guys: Phil, Stu, Alan, and Doug. They're all friends. Somewhat, Alan, he's kind of the loner of the group. Stu is the party animal. Phil is the whipped, kind of preppy dentist person. And Doug is really the center of this story. What happens is Doug's about to get married, and they're going to have a bachelor party for him. So, of course, they head out to Las Vegas and decide to live it up. So, what happens is they live it up. But in the course of doing so, they completely forget everything that happens, and they actually lose their friend Doug. So, Alan, Stu, and Phil have to go on a crazy wild adventure, backtracking all of their steps to try to find Doug and get him back home in time for the wedding.
And during that time, they have a run-in with Chinese gangsters, which is quite entertaining.
Yes, there's Chinese gangsters, there's tigers, there's mystery babies, and there's Mike Tyson.
I'm doing the show.
All right, so for me, I'm going to say that. Okay, I just want to state that I watched this movie on WatchX Online, and this was clearly a bootleg video because you could actually see a hand going across the camera as the guy is recording this in the theater. So, crappy quality, but it was free. So, my first impressions were, this is funny, but it's mind-numbing as hell. I mean, this is the kind of movie where you leave your brain at the door. Because it's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
It's ridiculous. It is funny. For me, I think I would give it a B+. because it is definitely entertaining. But like I said, it's not very... like, it did have... It had a lot of good moments, but still, it's not a movie that I think I would say was a cinematic masterpiece. Not one for the ages, I would say.
Well, it's not supposed to be.
What about you?
I don't see it. I don't see it being a movie that they expected to be something like that. But you have to say that they managed to take a lot of far-fetched things and make them actually fit. And I don't think they ever went out of the realm of like true possibility in the movie, even though it was crazy. I mean,
I will give you that. I don't know. Just for me, like I said, I thought it was really good, but not A-worthy. So what about you, Juan Pablo? What would you give it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how I would grade a movie. I mean, I can grade sci-fi thrillers and I can grade action movies and dramas, but I'm not really good at grading comedies just because humor is so subjective. I mean, I would say for me it was an A, but I don't know if I could just give it as a general grade.
All right, that's what we're looking for. It's whatever you think it is. So I give it a B+. Juan Pablo gives it an A.
Pablo. That gets an A.
I've got one more movie that I saw. Land of the Lost.
You watched that?
All right. I did watch that. Starring Will Ferrell and Danny McBride. Will Ferrell plays Dr. Rick Marshall, a scientist who's trying to figure out how to get to an alternate world where past, present, and future all meet in one place. That's pretty much it. He creates this device that gets him there, and most of the movie is about once he gets there, he and his crew try to get back. Will Ferrell trying to play a serious character, but at the same time still be ridiculous Will Ferrell, didn't really work for me. For me, the real star was Danny McBride, his co-star, who was kind of playing like a white trash kind of guy. I don't really know how to describe him, but he definitely, whenever he was on screen, I was smiling. Just gonna give, quick grading. I think it's a C movie. So, yeah, if you're curious, you can wait to rent it on DVD when it comes out. Next week, I will be checking out Transformers 2, so kind of stoked about that.
Wait, Transformers?
All right. Transformers.
Oh, nice.
Yes, indeed. So, I'm hoping for... Yes?
When does that come out, actually? I'm just curious.
The 24th. I believe
Okay.
this is. So I'll be seeing that. So we're gonna move on to what's episode 13 is all about. It's about our superstitions. About all of the interesting little things about the world that people get a little paranoid over. All right, quick poll here for the GNF. Who here believes in superstitions? Can we get a yay or a nay?
Karma.
when I don't think too hard about them. Sometimes they cross my mind, but that's all I could say.